Now, the majority of creative outbursts are born of inspiration gained from other sources. Your favorite writer or director has consumed a plethora of various media before creating their masterpiece, their absolute magnum opus. Mind-blowing, I know, right? The title of my video may sound silly at first, but picture this. A young boy with latent powers gets hit by a truck and is transported into another world. Wait a second. That's the wrong script. Get the fuck out of here, you're fired. A young boy with latent powers is forced to flee his hometown. He has been seeing visions of the future ever since the Green Age, when shit-stained diapers were his only worry. Somewhere along the way, one of his parental figures die and he is forced onto a path of maturing and leading a whole nation of strong-willed people, who have been ostracized and feared by the whole world, basically. Both of them are very radical anti-heroes with goals beyond anyone's comprehension. Both of them are willing to sacrifice almost anything and anyone for their objectives. That's the curse of future vision. In my culture we have an old saying which roughly translates to every new creation is something well forgotten from the past. And the original Dune books were definitely forgotten. They're almost older than my grandfather, who has now taken the form of a pile of ash. Love you, Grandpa. As long as time flows, it will become tougher and tougher to create unique ideas. That's just the truth. But when does the line between inspiration, theft and plagiarism become so blurred it dissipates completely? Is the creator of Attack on Titan a fraud? Was Willy Wonka a good casting choice for the most badass character in fiction? Let's jump right into it. The first and most obvious reason why I believe Isayama was a huge Dune fanboy is the future vision. Currently, as of the second Dune film, we don't really know the source of Paul's visions. There have only been speculations about how he's the son of a Bene Gesserit, he's the chosen one, yada yada. Paul's future sight was also enhanced by consuming spice melange and drinking the water of life. For Aaron's future visions, the reasons are a bit more concrete. This is one of the founder Ymir's abilities that was passed down onto various people, including Aaron Kruger and later onto Aaron Yeager himself. The Attack Titan can receive and send memories of its future inheritors. It feels like there's a lot of parallels in how the authors choose to explore the double-edged sword of prescience, the danger of being trapped by one's own visions of the future. This quote was of course taken from the treasure trove of quotable quotes that is Reddit. Both Paul and Aaron feel that they are unable to change the future they see in these visions, which brings much suffering and feelings of helplessness to the characters. The second observation I've made while consuming the two pieces of fiction, the content of these so-called future visions. Bunch of liberal propaganda if you ask me. So, both characters see a terrible portrayal of their respective futures. An immeasurable amount of human lives are taken because of their action. Absolute genocidal behavior carried out by those two cornballs. We have yet to see which path Paul chooses in the upcoming movies. On the other hand, suffice to say that Aaron is definitely a genocidal maniac.
Thank you for turning yourself into a mass murderer for our sake.
Thank you for your input, Armin, I really appreciate it. Yo dude, it's me, it's you, it's me from the future. So there's like a couple billions of people you should kill because they hate you and they're bad and... I can't do this anymore, man. What? That sounds terrible. Where do I sign up? The third factor is their abilities. Aaron the Founding Titan and Paul the Voice. Silence! Throughout the two stories, the characters use these powers to command their bidding onto other people, or Titans in Aaron's case. This one might be a bit of a stretch since Aaron doesn't really control people with his voice, but there's still some similarities in them being leaders with will-altering abilities, with Aaron leading the Wall Titans to commit the rumbling and Paul easily manipulating the Fremen to do his bidding, basically going to war for him. And the final chapter of this video is not about Aaron and Paul as characters, but the circumstances surrounding them. Their fathers both sacrificed themselves for their son's future. They're both surrounded by religious symbolism and fighting with religious fanatics. Both fictional worlds tackle some serious political issues like racism, discrimination, and genocide, so I believe I've made my point clear. Once again, this video was created to discuss the parallels between the two of my most favorite fictional worlds. Perhaps Isayama was a huge Dune fan himself, or maybe I'm just spewing out nonsense and the points I made are coincidental. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a nice earth out. Peace.